Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Claire here with Destin Creativity. If this is your first time here, I'm really glad to have you. So I made this DIY out of cardboard and I love just how simple it was to make, and I love the leaves and how it all came out. And if you really want to try it as well, this is the right place. So let's begin. So I use really lots of cardboard, and if you don't have a very big piece, you can just use smaller pieces. I'll show you how to do that. But for now, I was just tracing out. That's the first step. You just trace out how the branches will go on the leaves. You can modify this according to your own design, but this is what I did for this piece. So this is how my piece will look like. And so the next step is basically to cut out this shape. As you notice, my left piece was smaller than what I thought, so I just use separate pieces. So I drew out the leaves but on a different cardboard, and I'll just attach them using the hot glue gun. So that's exactly what you do if you have only small pieces of boxes. So the next step is basically to cut out using a box cutter. Just cut out the whole shape, and yeah, it took some time, but you do your best. So this is how the whole piece looks like. I really love it already. So what I noticed was the edges were a bit rough, so I got sanding paper to just clean it out and remove all the excess paper pieces that were still remaining, so I can have smoother edges. So I didn't want to see these lines of the cardboard, so I got this paper from the Dollar Tree and just traced out my shape for the leaves, and I'll cut it out, and this will be covered on top so I don't have to see all these lines on my design. Before I cover my piece with paper, I will spray paint it black, and this is how the pieces look like. I also made other two, but they were smaller pieces of the cardboard, so I spray painted all of them black. And before I covered the paper, I had to first attach, remember, my two leaves. Yes, so I just used the hot glue for that. So this is exactly how you would do it if you don't have one big cardboard. Just draw your leaves separately and just attach them on the main stalk using hot glue. It really works. If you do it just around the whole leaf and make sure you put enough glue, it works. And now to attach my paper, I have to first put glue, and I used just the office glue for this all around the piece, and then attached my paper design. So here you have to be just careful so that the glue doesn't get onto the paper, because I did a little few mess-ups, and you would see the glue even after it dried. So just be careful and don't let glue get over the paper. You have to make sure all the paper is attached onto the cardboard for a neater work. Yeah, so I took my time with that. So this next step, I tried it out before, so I'm going to show you how I attach this mirror paper onto the paper. These leaves are of different size and shape. So I traced out one by one, and just on normal paper, and then drew a smaller version of that leaf and cut it out, and that is what I used for the shape of the mirror paper. This is the mirror paper I'll be using, so all I need is to draw the sketch and then cut it out. Now the size of this paper really matters. If this is the shape that you intend to have, so and you transfer it just as it is with that bend facing upwards, you transfer it to your contact paper and cut it out. As you can see, these shapes are exactly the same and they are facing up. It's all fine. But when you remove the back paper, you'll see that it's actually in the opposite. So it won't fit on the right leaf, but it will be for the left leaf. So the best option is when you're drawing out this shape, just do the opposite. So if you want it for the right leaf, as you're tracing out on your contact paper, just make sure it's facing in the left side. I don't know if it's making sense, but yeah. Or if your leaf should be facing upwards, just trace it out while it's facing downwards. That way you'll get the right shape for your leaf on the right side. So as you can see, after inverting it, I got the right side for the leaf. So you do this for all the leaves, and this is how the pieces look like. I love them so much. So if you love backlights like me, I put backlights as well onto these pieces. You can use two-sided tape or pins to hang these because they're not heavy. Maybe the other downside I faced was my contact paper is too thin. I would still see the lines and they're bothering me. So if you have thicker contact paper, that would be great for the project. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you love this project. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and also check out my other videos in the description box. I thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you next time. Bye.